Hey everyone, time for another Comcape secret. This one's going to be geared towards, for the most part, high-level diviners 95 plus. You do not necessarily have to use this method only for divination, but it is the most useful application I know of for this. So there's a few things involved. I'm going to go step by step. First off, we want to get to a spirit tree. If you have 90 or above in one of the following: Slayer, Thieving, Runecrafting, Prayer, Herblore, or Fishing, you can start player-owned ports. That will give you access to this book. This book will let you teleport to this portal. Your portal will look differently, may look differently than mine. Okay, east of here is a spirit tree patch. Obviously, you're going to need to plant a spirit tree. It takes like 2.5 days to grow, so plan ahead. If you cannot access player-owned ports for the book, or you cannot access the spirit tree, or if you just don't want to, you can just simply use a Ring of Dueling to go to mobilizing armies. Now, to conserve inventory space, you're going to want to wear the Ring of Dueling. So if you're wearing a Ring of Dueling, you can't use your 6-stage circuit if you have it. You'd then want to use an RD Cloak 4 for the unlimited teleports to the farm patch, and then run east to turn in your Chronicle Fragments or a Completionist Cape for the same ability. Now, if you don't have a Completionist Cape or a RD Cloak 4, but you have both the 6-stage circuit and a dueling ring, I mean anyone can get a dueling ring, then I guess you keep one in your inventory and one on you. I would probably keep the 6-stage circuit on you since it doesn't disappear, so you'll be more likely to notice when the dual ring is no longer in your inventory. So, what we're going to do, we're going to use the spirit tree to teleport. We're going to go to the bottom option, mountains east of the Poison Waste. You may or may not have as many options here. From here we go south. Now, we're going to need to grapple this tree. It just didn't occur to me when I first started doing this to use this specific method. I observed this from a guy named Big Trev 8. He was using an offhand crossbow. It doesn't have to be chaotic. Anything that can fire a mithril grapple is fine. When I first started this area, I was thinking, oh, I can't use my enhanced Yaktui stick for the bonus Hunter XP. Because for years you put on a crossbow and you grapple, and that's it. And, I mean, I guess you could wear the stick and then switch back and forth, but that was a pain. But then, I noticed this guy, as I mentioned, Big Trev 8. And you see right here, an offhand crossbow goes this way. I don't have the main hand one, but the main hand one crosses this way, here. And I noticed his was facing like this one is now. But mine was the other way. And I'm thinking, that looks strange. Am I looking at it backwards? Mirror effect or something? And then I realized, no, he's using an offhand crossbow. So I said, oh, wow, I can't believe that works. That's a great idea. Anyway, yes, kudos to him. I'm not saying he's the first guy to figure it out. He may very well have been. He is just who I observed it from, so I want to give him credit. So, you grapple the tree, and it works just like the main hand one. The reason I have 2 grapples is because every so often your grapple will break. You will get a message. So if you're paying attention, then you'd be like, oh crap, my grapple broke, and you go get a new one. Obviously not now, you just came here. So you do your divination, you teleport, you turn in your chronicles, and you remember to go to the bank. But going to the bank could be a little bit of pain, and they're not going to break that often. So, I mean, if I spend a whole day of divination, it would really be like outrageous if one broke. I mean, I've spent day after day after day, and I mean, in maybe 3 days, 3 or 4 days, every 3 or 4 days, one will break. So I'm not saying that's the only rate. Don't hold me to that. Don't be leaving comments, oh, my grapple breaks every 2 hours. Well, maybe you're using it more. It's random. Anyway, it's a good idea to have the extra one here. So that's it. You do your divination, you go west over this bridge, catch your Chronicle Fragments with your bonus Hunter XP. I guess if you don't have this stick, you kind of don't need to do all this. You could just use a main hand crossbow. So you turn in your fragments, back to a spirit tree, however you're getting there, and back again. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.